Ibom State, precisely. Akwa Ibom State is the highest oil producing state in Nigeria. And here in Akwa Ibom State, we have a whole lot of road network. From here now to 5 minutes drive, now you will see the airport. In the last 10 years, this state was not like this. But Akwa Ibom State, Uyo presently is a state, is a city where good things are going to happen. So I advise my investors, this is the right time to invest. Don't miss this opportunity. Uyo is a mind-blowing city.
10, 15, 20 years ago is gone. Today is another day for investment. My name is Focus, the BDE P1 Plus Real Estate Company, owners of all Cedarwood Luxury Estates here in the city of Uyo. This way to Promised Land. Follow me.
It's actually a very nice place. This Promised Land, they have really done a lot. Seriously, this is my first time I'm experiencing a site that is already well fenced, demarcated. Wow, this is amazing. I'm so blessed to come into this Promised Land, and I believe everybody there should come and join me and benefit from this.
With all these features and amenities mentioned, we bring you Promised Land by Cedarwood. The price of this wonderful estate is 3.5 million naira. Title, freehold. As you all can see, the fencing have been completed. The plot demarcations have been completed. My smart investors, the right time to invest in this wonderful estate is now. Thank you and God bless you.
P1 Plus.
Hello viewers, I am Ambassador Dr. Julius Oyedemi, your most astounding CEO 2023 P1 Group. The best radio to listen to is no other than the Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Michael Ahwetie. I'm the Managing Director of P1 Pro, and I want to encourage you to subscribe to Cedarwood Radio.
Yeah. 4 minutes past the hour of 1. Afternoon to you. Afternoon good to you and every one of you. Yes. We are back. All right. We are back. I mean, when I say we are back, I mean we are back online. How are you all doing? How's your day going? Come and gist me. What's happening? All right. So, as it stands, I've not eaten since morning. And I'm not feeling it. I don't know. It happens. Sometimes you are not just in that mood. Not really a mood. You don't just have the appetite to eat. Even the fact that I'm kind of hungry, but I'm not really having the appetite to eat. But all the way the show must go on this afternoon. Of course, we are Nigeria's first real estate radio. My name is David. And this is the Real Estate in Nigeria program right here on Nigeria's first real estate radio, Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. You're very much welcome to yet another amazing moment right here on Cedarwood Luxury Radio. And this afternoon, it's going to be a wonderful conversation that we're about to have. Yet, it's going to be a wonderful conversation that we want to have at this very moment. 7 useful tips to avoid a real estate scam is what I want to talk about this beautiful afternoon. So do well to be part of the conversation. Yes, do well to be part of the conversation. Like, comment, share. What are you going to comment? Contribute to the conversation. Let me know where you're watching me live from. Let me know where you can hear me live from. We had a great conversation last week. Wednesday, we talked about women in real estate. And while I was going over that conversation, I got to discover that the conversation, I didn't really finish that conversation because we were rushing, we were pressed for time, so we just had to just rush some part of that conversation. But then there was something notable that I got to discover, which I just want to look into a bit, and then we'll proceed to the main topic for this afternoon. Or should I? Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. I'm supposed to have a guest this afternoon, but for some wonderful reasons, I guess we'll not be able to come again this afternoon. I think we'll just let it. We might have a guest next week Wednesday. Hopefully, by God's grace, I look forward to having a guest. having a great conversation. Yes, I made mention earlier that we talked about women in real estate and the fact that women are contributing a whole lot to the growth and the success of real estate. And if you are out there, all right, you're a female, you're a female that is a woman. You know, these days we have females that are not women. So if you're out there, you're a female that is a woman, and you want to go into real estate, try and go back to the conversation we had last week Wednesday, real estate in Nigeria. Last week Wednesday, you would be able to get a whole lot from that conversation that would benefit you, that would encourage you. All right. Now, if you're out there, a woman that is a female or a female that is a woman that want to go into real estate, I quickly want to give you a few steps that would help you make informed decision as you go into the world of real estate. But this is to let you know first and foremost that there are a lot of women, young women, single women, married women, you know, that are doing real estate and they are making it big. They are doing it. I mean, they are making it big time. They are making it big in the real estate industry. So you have no option. You have no excuse not to do real estate as a woman. If it is your passion, if it is something you love to do, if it is something you've always wanted to do, I mean, be encouraged. I want to encourage you this afternoon via this session, all right? I want to encourage you that you can do real estate and you can be big. You can make it big, real big in the real estate industry. Here are a few ways you can succeed as a woman in real estate. This is also applicable to the male gender, all right? So let's also try as much as possible to not be stereotyped, not just in the real estate industry, but also in every facet of our lives. What a man can do, a woman can do as well, irrespective of what it is. That is, if she has the strength, the ability, and the passion to do it. So here are a few steps I want to give to you before I go into the main conversation this afternoon, which is 7 steps to avoid real estate fraud. Now, this conversation is important because of the recent trend and happenings in the real estate industry when it comes to people complaining, people having different words, doing videos, videos that has gone viral as regards how real estate industry have scammed them, this, and blah, blah, blah. And if you go out there in the street to ask people questions, they will tell you, I would never patronize real estate industry because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that. Now we tend to give you reasonable information right here on Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. One of the purposes at which this radio was established is to give out information. If you are informed, you will definitely not be deformed. And when you are not deformed, you make informed decision. All right. So one of the reasons why we are here, why we come your way Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with conversation is to keep you informed, to keep you abreast, to help you as you journey into the real estate industry and also in every facet of your life as well. All right. So we'll be talking about that shortly. But a few steps as a woman who wants to go into real estate. Now, forewarned is forearmed. I want to provide to you information on some of the challenges that you might face in the industry, along with information about why it is still worth diving into. You made it this far, so you have to follow me closely from our previous conversation, and then I'm going to, just conclude that's the end part of the conversation last week. Now, one of the ways you can succeed as a female in the real estate industry is one, choose wisely. I mentioned it earlier and I couldn't just really highlight on it. Now, you need to seek out the firms that not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. There are so many companies out there, not just the real estate this time around. There are so many companies, we do this, we can do this, we are that, we are alpha, we are omega, we are beginning and the end. Look out for firms that not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. If you want to use the Igbo language, you can say Ekuime, as we talk and so we do. And right here in P1 Plus, that is who we are and that is what we do. Dig into the investment performance. I've made mention severally that when you want to work with a real estate industry, now the first point I'm highlighting here is choose wisely. If you want to go into real estate, you want to work with any real estate industry, choose wisely. Choose wisely. Even those of you that want to patronize the real estate industry, you need to choose wisely as well. You need to check the track record of excellence and also the track record of success of this real estate company that you choose to work with. Dig into their investment performance. Dig into their business plan. Dig into their commitment to diversity, equity, and what? Inclusion. Also what? Social justice. Dig into their business plan. Dig into their commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice. Understand what their websites are communicating to you, to their customers, and to their investors. Determine if their messaging matches your values and your priorities. Reach out to people to learn about the real estate firms they admire. Do your due diligence and become informed about the firm that you are considering. Choose wisely. That's number one. Understand their website, how they communicate to you. Understand their process. Understand how they communicate to you and to their customers, to their investors as well. Determine if their messaging, if their mode of messages, I'm not even mode of messaging now, if their messaging, if the message they're passing across matches your values and your priorities. Also do well to reach out to people. Reach out to people to learn about the real estate firms they admire. Take a tour. Put out a survey, a survey. Is it survey now? Yeah, put out a survey. Ask people questions about the real estate, companies they admire. For instance, you want to work with P1 Plus. You want to come register as a PBO. You want to go into the real estate business under the P1 Plus scheme, under the P1 Plus program. Reach out, ask people. Carry out a survey of real estate firms that they admire. Do your due diligence and become informed about the firm that you are considering. That is one of the ways, one of the step that you would take when you choose wisely, when you've done all this thing that I've just mentioned. Success would be a thing of reoccurrence as you go into the real estate industry. Number two, build a network. Find a sponsor. Build a network. Surround yourself with people who support your success. This applies to life in general along with your career. Create a network of experts, colleagues, peer, friends, mentors, and sponsors who can provide you and to whom you can provide information, guidance, and feedback. Think of your network as a living, breathing ecosystem that requires engagement and nurturing to maintain and grow. For your real estate network, evaluate the networks in which you already participate and determine where you need to expand or modify. Join an industry association where you can learn from others in the industry, participate in a community or team, and build leadership skills. More on this. For your real estate network, evaluate the networks in which you already participate and determine where you need to expand or modify. Join an association where you can learn from others. Participate in a committee or team and build a leadership and build leadership skills. Through your network and contribution to the industry, cultivate both mentor and sponsor relationships. The difference between mentors and sponsors is advocacy and power to influence. A mentor is defined as a person more experienced with wisdom to share and desire to help you succeed. A sponsor is defined as a leader who will take charge to advocate for you for your career advancement opportunities. Both mentors and sponsors are crucial to your success. Now, the sponsors I'm talking about here is not a sponsor that will give you money, but a sponsor that will advocate for you, a sponsor that would push you, a sponsor that would recommend you, a sponsor that would, give you the platform for you to strive and succeed. Invest in yourself through your participation in associations and organizations where you can learn, build connections, and cultivate opportunities. Consider joining a crew network, just like the P1 network marketing scheme. Consider joining the P1 business owner, where you have a community of people, where you have people that would ginger you. Did I say ginger? Ginger you and inspire you. You see, when you attend Success Summit, when you attend some of our retreats, when you attend some of the P1 events, this helps you. This network gives you the ability, gives you the courage. You know you are not alone. You hear success stories from others, how they've been able to, prevail and succeed in the real estate industry. This would help you. So it is important. It is very, very important. Consider joining Crew Network, whose mission is to transform the commercial real estate industry by advancing women globally. Another organization to consider is the Urban Land Institute, whose mission is to shape the future and to shape the future of built environment for transformative impact in the communities worldwide. Another network you should consider joining is the P1 Group, the one and only in the whole world real estate network marketing. Come on now. Invest in yourself through your education. Continual learning is how we find a better way, and it demonstrates leadership and engagement. Given the myriad of fields and roles in the crane industry, there are many options for courses, certifications, designations, and degrees. ULI Learning has a broad offering of introductory and in-depth courses on many real estate topics. Explore the content available through free online learning platforms such as Coursera. Additional certificates and designations to consider include CCIM, CPM, and CFA. These are all platforms. These are various platforms where you can, get courses on real estate in order for you to be informed, in order for you to, educate yourself about the real estate. Ask your network which industry associations and certificates are value and why. Try out a few of the associations and see how they can work and how they feel. Research the certifications and designations of the people that you admire in the industry. Advocate for yourself. Raise your hand. The crane firms, which is another point that can help you succeed in the real estate industry. Advocate for yourself. Raise your hand. In other words, be known. Be visible. Advocate for yourself. Ask questions. Make inquiries. The crane firms that organize the opportunity of the market's dislocation are already making changes that include revamping job roles, recruiting strategies, talent systems, and processes, and culture to attract and retrain a multi-generational workforce. Seize this opportunity. Raise your hand when you see a role where you can add value. Communicate your goals and plans and show how they support the objectives of the organization. When you have a seat at the table, own your space, own your voice. You are at the table because your life experience is valuable, your knowledge is necessary, and your talent is crucial to the success of the organization. When you have an idea, a question, or a comment, share it with the team. They need to hear from you to achieve the firm's goal. Advocate for yourself. Raise your hand. Seize the opportunity. Raise your hand when you see a role where you can add value. Communicate your goals and plans and show how, you can support the objectives of that real estate firm that you want to work with. Be the difference, which is another point. Be the difference. Yes, that statement is a lot of pressure. You can handle it. You have been doing it all your life. All right? So the commercial real estate industry is woven into fabric of our society. We need to find a better way to succeed and strive into the next century. Your participation will make the difference. Plant your feet in the present moment and look around at what you see. Then look into the future as you want it to be. You can start today to build that future. Take your seat at the table. Make a difference today and be the example for the next generation. And bring a chair for the next woman to join you as well. So women out there who wants to go into the real estate, if we diligently follow these few steps that I have mentioned, plant your feet in the present moment and look around at what you see. Then look into the future as you want it to be. You can start today to build that future. Take your seat at the table. Make a difference today and be the example for the next generation. And do not forget to bring a chair for the next woman to join you and also make huge success. Having said all that, quickly let's segue into the main discussion for today. I decided to just, bring the first segment, which is the concluding part of the conversation we had last week, Women in Real Estate. You might have to go back to it so that you can be able to follow up, and then you come back to this session, even after the end of this session, and then listen again to the concluding part. I'm sure it is going to be of great benefit to you. Very, very sure. Very, very sure. All right. It is almost comical to believe you can be scammed or tricked in real estate deal. Now, I'm talking about, I want to just give you seven useful tips to avoid a real estate scam. All right. So please pay close attention. And I am very sure this conversation will be of great help to you. All right, let's go. Yes, it is almost comical to believe you cannot be scammed or tricked in a real estate deal. While certain sellers and buyers are very trustworthy, there can be some deceptive sellers, agents, or buyers. Here are some useful tips, all right, to avoid a real estate scam. The truth is that the character of dishonesty is not written on anybody's forehead. Instead, many of these scammers are criminally inclined folks who are taking advantage of the scheme. Scams in Nigeria's real estate industry are real. But real estate scams are not only a concern that is unique to Nigeria. It's a global phenomenon. And there are ways in which you can defend yourself from becoming a survivor. What is real estate scam? Let's give a definition. Let's define what real estate scam is. Real estate scam is a type of scam where the scammer claims ownership of a property in order to coin their victims out of their money. They sometimes proceed to sell out the same property to multiple people, leaving them in confusion as to who legally owns the property. But the main question is, how do you know whether in a real estate deal you are going into, you get scammed? How do you know whether in a real estate deal you are going to get scammed? The reality is, if you are going to get scammed, you can't understand, but there are warning signals and tips you can use to defend yourself from scammers' behavior. There are also healthy ways to handle purchasing, renting, or selling every house, even though you are dealing with trustworthy individuals. Don't rush to buy or rent, which is the first step, one of the first steps out of the 7 I'm going to give you this afternoon. The first step to avoid real estate scam is what? Do not be in a hurry. Don't rush to buy or rent. It is very easy to find a lot, and you must and you most likely want to move fast so that you don't miss anyone's anyone else's bid. But the difficulty with accelerating the purchase or leasing process is that you have no time to query the real estate deal. Step on the brakes of enthusiasm and evaluate the agreement logically if it seems to be valid. So it's prudent to step back from such transaction. Being safe is easier than being sorry. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush. You know, don't be in a rush. Step back, ask questions. Look into the agreements logically. Especially if you find yourself in a deal where the person is, just collect it now. Especially when you are, when you want to collect a cheap deal or affordable deal. You want to rent an apartment. Oh, it's very affordable. You can never sit at this price again. Rush it now that it is as it is hot. Before you know, bam, you have been grabbed. All right, so don't rush to buy or rent. All right? Don't rush to buy or rent. Step on the brakes of enthusiasm and evaluate the agreement logically if it seems to be valid. So it's prudent to step back from such transaction. So don't be in a hurry. Don't allow anybody also hurry you as well. Number 2, verify the other party in the real estate transaction. Verify the other party in the real estate transaction. Don't take whoever you work with at face value to ensure that you do your own homework on that person. I'll say it again. Don't take whoever you work with at face value to ensure that you do your own you do your own homework. You do your homework at the other person. This is the modern era. Search the individual online. Ask other people or for referrals and review their previous works. All right? This is the modern era, so you need to take advantage of online presence. Search the individual online. Ask other people for referral and review their previous works. If something goes wrong about the person involved in the real estate deal, your gut instinct tells you. Do not ignore it when you feel uncomfortable with a particular deal, real estate deal. If you don't like it, just step aside. If you don't feel comfortable with it, step aside. If you don't have that full confidence, step aside. All right? If something goes wrong about the person involved in the real estate deal, your gut instincts tells you. Your gut instincts instincts tells you. Then you need to step back to do more research on the person. Don't work with any person with whom you have no trust. Obey your instincts. Oh my God. Obey your mind, just obey your instincts. Be very careful. That's number 2. Number 3, ask questions before payment. Ensure to ask a lot of questions about the real estate problem, especially about any unknown issue. Ask the seller what the explanation for the sale was. That may be a red flag because there's no justification for the selling. Questions are important because they help to expose, anomalies in the transaction of real estate. You ought to consider your participation in the real estate deal if you spot any contradictions that cannot be reconciled. Ensure to ask a lot of questions about the real estate problem, especially about any unknown issue. Ask the seller what the explanation for the sale was. Why are you selling this house? Why are you selling this facility? Ask questions. Ask a lot of questions. All right? That's what? Number 4. Yes. Number 3, number 4 now. Never pay cash. Never pay cash. Yes. Somebody's wondering, okay, why? Why should we not pay cash? Is there a reason why you should not pay cash? There's a reason. There's more than enough reason why you shouldn't pay cash. All right, let's talk about that a bit, okay? If you are asked by the landlord or seller to pay in cash, then you can closely track the real estate transaction. The drawback with paying in cash is that, unlike paying in a bank, the money is not traceable. Now you know why you shouldn't pay in cash. Instead, you rely on writing checks or paying at the branch, and if the deal goes wrong, this form of payment does not leave you hanging dry. When all is not as it is, you want to be able to keep someone responsible. So be vigilant and stop transfers that you can't track. Be vigilant and stop transfers that you can't track. If paying in cash is unyielding to the agent or house owner, so you need to walk back from that deal immediately. Immediately. Don't never pay cash. It's the number 4 way to avoid real estate scam. All right, number 5 this beautiful afternoon. Avoid email scam. Avoid email scams. Scams originating on the internet are not rare these days. All the benefits of the modern era have made our lives a lot easier, but they do not come without damage. Double check with your agent before taking any measure demanded electronically when you receive an email that appears unusual. Use a verified real estate agent / agency to search for property. If out of everything that I have said, this is the most important. The most important. You may, be able to avoid email scam. You may be able to avoid paying in cash. You may not have asked enough questions. You may not be able to really verify the other party in the real estate transaction. You may not be able to avoid rushing in getting any property. But you see, using a verified real estate agent or agency to search for property is very key and important. All right. So, property consultant, like P1 Plus, its affiliates, and several PBOs are reputable real estate. Is a reputable because you're more than one. All right. Yeah, we are a reputable real estate company in Lagos, Nigeria, and also outside Lagos, Nigeria. You can work with for locating verified properties in Nigeria. There are also platforms as well. That you can also, use that are verified. There are also verified, platforms that you can use. An example is Brooklyn Property World Investment. There are also verified, reputable, agents and agencies out there. So it is advisable you use a well-known real estate agent in order not to be cheated on one's hard-earned money. Go for inspection. Go for inspection. January 1st, I remember Someone reached out to Ross via our radio platform to make to ask a question. And by the way, shout out to every one of you that has been reaching out via our radio number to ask questions, to make inquiries. All right. Someone reached out to Ross via our radio platform and said she has a client who traveled from the abroad to Nigeria and is about going back and wants to go for inspection and needed, the contact of those in Asaba. I think she was trying to reach out to one of them and she was unable, and she reached out via our radio platform, and I gave her. Okay, no. She was trying to look for a way she would be able to carry her clients, for inspection on one of our estates. I think that should be Heartland 9 or so, one of our estates, And then I, was able to get her a number that she used to carry the clients for inspection. So you have no excuse. If for distance you are unable to go for inspection, get a family member, get some, a trusted person that would help you, carry that out. All right. So, yeah, go for inspection. Any real estate deal, for any real estate deal, a big red flag is whether the landlord or agent tries to prevent you from inspecting the property. If nothing to cover is suspicious, so inspection is not negotiable. Insist on a review, and then it is advisable to promptly cancel the real estate contract if not guaranteed by the landlord or representative. So if you are not going yourself, you get a representative. Yeah, all right. So for any real estate deal, a big red flag is whether the landlord, the agent, or the real estate company tries to prevent you from inspecting the property. If you find yourself in any situation where you cannot inspect the property you're about to get, you're about to pay for, you're about to buy, run. Oh. All right. Don't hand out personal information. Is another way you can avoid. I think that should be number 7, which is the last. Yes. Don't hand out personal information. Don't hand out personal information. It is often better to refrain from handing out any personal information or bank information over the internet or phone as a general rule, particularly if the situation does not feel quite right. Have you been involved in a real estate scheme or meet someone who has? Please share your story with me. I would love to hear from you. Let's talk about it. Even after the end of this session, let's engage ourselves in the real estate industry. Lagos, Nigeria, and everyone that has been able to join me so far. Hope I've been able to give you reasonable information this afternoon on the Real Estate in Nigeria program. I've just given you 7 useful tips to avoid a real estate scam. Number 1, I said do not be in a hurry. Don't rush to buy or rent. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a rush to pay for any property. Make your due diligence, make findings, verify the other party in the real estate transaction. So if you're carrying out a transaction where there is a third party, make inquiries, verify the other party in any real estate transaction you find yourself. Ask questions before payment. Yes, number 3, ask questions before payment. Never pay cash. So that if for any reason you'll be able to, track any transaction you are making. Yes, never pay cash. Don't pay cash. And anybody that's asking you to pay cash, no. Avoid email scams. Avoid email scams. Use a verified real estate agency to search for properties. All right, go for inspection. Don't hand out personal information. With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that if you follow these 7 steps, you would be able to a large extent, yes, 100% guaranteed, you'll be able to avoid every and any form of real estate scam. See you again by 4 p.m. We'll be having a great conversation. Yes, by 4 p.m. this afternoon. So please do well to join me again by 4 p.m. God bless you all and see you again.
This is Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
wee kelee m ụnụ ma ndị nọ n'obodo oyibo ma ndị nọ Lagos ugwu Awụsa ebe ọ nọ ọsọ ya gaa ogo nọdụ onye Igbo bụ maka nna agwa ugo ebewekwa na mgbagbu ejikwa ebe a na-agba na ntị agba n'anya ịpụkwa ebe na-eme n'obodo oyibo onwezikwa ebe batara anyị ọkwa ife na-eme na Lagos a nọ na-ewu ndị nwaanyị bụ katapila ga-akwadisi ebe anyị na-asụ akwadisi ebe anyị bi si na afa na anyị mee nke ọzọ na-ekwenu esteti n'anya Billionaire Island ọ na-afụrụ ya na the CEO ebe a very common man, very simple person in nature. Ya bụ nọmba 1 ịchọghọ ego property na Asaba ịchọ the best ịchọ ibi na estate ebe ya wee kwụ ụgwọ ejere ahụ ụla just jụọ ese maka ndị Billionaire Island ebe ndị celebrity na-ebi ebe ndị ọgaranya na-ebi ebe ndị chọrọ ibe dị mma ana dị mma ọ bụ ije were ego inye ụmụaka echi niile m na-ejewe kọtụ na-esi na kọtụ ekpebekwa na ndị ogbe batara na nke a ji mee nke eji owe nekwenụ ya kịta estate the best lucrative estate ọmụ agba obilo Michelin a celebrity organizer ịchọzie ego genuine land ya wa na onye nwe ebe a is the most simplest land merchant baron enwere the most humble genuine sincere.
Yes, so that's the man.
Oh, yeah, one B1 plus.
Owners of Cedarwood Estates.
Cedarwood Estates.
Cedarwood, yes, yes.
So, undi Igbo unu ka nna agwa, ụmụnne m ndị Igbo unu ka nna agwa, nwa ozi ka m ga-esogbu ụlọ ọzọ ka iri otu a. Eje amasịrị ụnụ asị, ọmụ a wobilo Michelin.
Thank you so much.
So, biko menụ ka ụnụ bịa wetewe ego ka ụnụ goro ana ọ dịkwa very cheap kịta. Abaghị ụdị ịkpọ price ya na media. Na anyị butulie ka common people wee nwee ike goro ya ibe ji baa ya Billionaire Estate bụ onye ọbụla bi ebe a ọ bụrụ dị bugoro low class middle class na-ata guest is a spiritual name.
Yes.
Billionaire ogbe ya ma ebighị ya ị nwere ike igbo ogbe tata maka echi ga na-ekwuzi ebe anyị ekweghị ebe a bụ igo a na ebe a Chineke onwe ebe ga-egbochi gị abụghị Billionaire n'ụwa n'aha Jizọs. Ihe ọra mmego ka ị ghara ịbụ Billionaire anyị na-ekpochapụ ya igo ha na ebe a so igo ha na ebe a n'aka ndị B1 plus na Billionaire Estate ma anyị bido kwachio. I'm telling you the truth. Ọ bụrụ ọkwa maka marketing ka m na-ekwu mụnwa na onwe nwekwuru abụkwu mpati na pa
don't buy.
So ibe nji agwa ụnụ bịabagoro ana ekelekwe m ụnụ ekele m ụnụ daalụ ọ ga-adịrị Igbo mma.
B1 Plus, making home